Hey everybody, welcome. We're going to go through and talk about the importance of reviews for your business. We know that Google reviews are everything when it comes to generating business online and having that reputation that people really want to really hire you or get your services. So we're going to talk about some different deals, but really we're going to go in, how do you create a page on your WordPress site to collect reviews and block almost what I would say those negative reviews where you can allow yourself to talk to the person, try to figure out what happened, and then get them to do positive reviews. So that eliminates the negative reviews. So there is some sites out there. Podium is a very good product out there that's available, and it does leave reviews. It's expensive to use. It's about $350 a month, but it allows you to text a short message to somebody as you're speaking with them, kind of like right here. And then they just get a text on their phone. They hit a link that's really simple. And basically, it just sends them to the Google review and kind of does exactly the same thing. But if you got a WordPress site, let's eliminate the $300 a month. And maybe you just pay somebody $500 one time, $300 to $500 one time, and they build it out on your website so you don't have to pay that monthly deal. And then you can monitor it with Google Analytics if you really wanted a reporting process. Or, you don't have to monitor because you're going to see the contact forms. So let's go into what this would look like. It's going to be kind of a site like this, a page like this, and we're going to literally go and build this out on this video and show you the step-by-steps on how to build this. So had a great experience. I can see that this is going to go right away to the Google review pop-up generator. Basically, we'll create a link, and then it's going to pop up right away, as you see here, as it loads, and it's going to allow us to leave a review. It's not loading right now for some reason, but it will load. It's probably because of the video that we're doing. So let's go back. On the other hand, if somebody left an experience that is not a good thing, that you don't want on your Google reviews, we send them to a form here. We call it an experience form, and we're going to build out this form, go through the details, where to put this, how to link all this, and simplify it so that you can do it on your own website. So let's go back, and we're going to go into a website that we're working on and kind of show you how we're going to do that. So we're going to go into the WordPress dashboard. So what we're going to have to do here is build a new form that houses this first page right here. So how are we going to do that? We're just going to click on pages over here. We're going to add a new page, and once we get in here, we're going to call this experience. So it's our experience page. And once we get in here, we just really need to set up the title, the images, and that's about it. It's pretty straightforward. We're going to use a front-end builder and go with that. We're actually going to use the back-end builder and use elements to kind of put these into perspective. So we're using WordPress Bakery Page Builder, which is free and downloadable. So we know right away that we need to put the company logo at the top. So we're going to add a element here, and basically we're going to add a row, and then we're going to click on the plus symbol because we have a row in there, and we need to add an image. So we're going to add a single image, and we're just going to grab the logo from where we already have it in the library. So we're just going to click this plus symbol here, and then once we're in here, we have the company logo right here, and that's big enough. So we'll just go ahead and add that in here. And it's loaded, so there's the company logo, and it'll be right up here. Once we finish this page, we'll show you how it looks. So we need to create this text. So we're just going to copy and paste this, and basically just put in a text box, and we're going to center that text in that row so it's centered. And of course we want this pretty big, so we're going to highlight this. We're going to center it, justification, and we got a heading too, so that's good. Now we need to create the 2 columns for these 2 images. So we need to add a new element, and it's going to be a row, but this row we need to be a double column like this. So we're going to grab these images and put these in here. So we're going to click the plus symbol and add these single images one at a time. So we're going to grab, first we're going to put the smiley, the happy face first. And we'll drop that into that box. So there it is right there. We're going to save changes. So we've got that there. And now we're going to grab and put the single image over here for the sad face, which we don't like sad faces. We like happy customers, always happy. Happy customers make a happy life. So we'll go ahead and drop that in there. Now, if these don't center, we could just edit the single image and look at the settings here. That's the one thing I love about this. And we want these full, so we want them large. We want them centered. This is why I like using WP Bakery Page Builder. It's simple. It's just a block type deal. Again, we're going to do full here. And we're going to center this image also. Now, we could save this just to make sure our work is saved. So we're just going to save that draft. But now we got to go back and we have to grab the experience. So we want to add a great experience, and my experience could have been better. So let's have, I had a great experience. Let's add that into the page also. So if we go back under here, we need to add basically a text box under each one of those. So let's go ahead and prepend the column by adding a text block in there. And that'll stay right in that same column. So I had a great experience. And we're going to go ahead and center this. And I think I'm going to go up to a heading of 3 so it just looks a little bit stronger. And now we're going to go over here and add a text box just like we did here. And this one is going to be called My Experience Could Have Been Better. So again, it'll be centered. My experience could have been better. I'm not the best typer in the world, so don't laugh at me. But you can see it doesn't take the best typer in the world to run a successful business. Okay, so we've got this. We basically have this page completely built out. There's nothing else on this page. You want to keep it simple. It'll be mobile friendly, so you don't have to worry about that. We're just going to hit update, and we're going to publish this, and the next step is to link everything. So before we link everything, let's look at our page and see how it looks that we just built. So we're going to click on this URL. It's a little large, so we could center this logo. And honestly, we could just have a plain PHP page if we wanted to. And really, we don't need this logo. We just can pull this out because and we're going to reduce these. So let's go back and edit that real quick. So we're just going to select this image and we're going to bring this way down. So we probably, not a thumbnail, but we'll go with a medium size. Basically, that's just above a thumbnail. And we'll see what that looks like. We'll save that change and just see how that works. And we'll close that. Yeah, that looks better. Closer to this. And I think we could deal with that. We might go with full. But remember, we want to make sure it's mobile friendly. So I kind of like that. We'll get rid of this logo. We really don't. I guess we could keep it in there and we'll just center it because it will be mobile friendly. So right now it's a thumbnail. So we'll do this medium also. And we'll center that logo so it's right in the center, and we'll close that. So there we go. Now the heading of this, we probably want this text block a little bit bigger here. So it is at a heading 2, which is pretty large, but we'll go ahead with the heading 1, and then we'll bring this up to a heading 2 on these. So just some little tweaks. These are really design things that we're just, you know, making sure it looks good, you know. So people get in here, they see, you know, exactly what they're here for. That's the biggest thing, because people's time is really limited. So let's look at this website real quick. This is basically what it would look like on the mobile version. I don't think we need this logo here. I'm just going to get rid of it. But that's the way it would look right here. So it's really easy, maneuverable, so that it's very mobile friendly. So we'll just pop that back up. Now we're going to go in and we're going to link this to a form, and we're going to link this page right to the Google review for that company. So how do we do that? We get a Google review generator, and we're going to step right into that right now. So the best thing you can do is just Google review URL generator. There's several companies out there that do this. This is White Spark. They're all free to do this. Of course, many of these, like this one's in Canada, but just simply, I'm not going to leave any links because I don't know how long these companies will be around. They seem to shift around quite a bit. And so we're just going to go ahead and click on Google Review Link Generator. It's free. It's awesome. So here it is. They all look very similar because this is an embed code from Google. So basically, we're just going to go in here and put in the company name, and then it'll start populating. There it is right there. So we know that that's it right there. Here's our review link. That's as simple as it is. You just copy the short link, Control C, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to attach it to this image right here and link it to this particular image. So how do we do that? We just go in, click the pencil, and we'll just go down on click action to a custom link. And we're just going to put that link in there and hit save. So we can test this. We can close it after we update it right up here in the right hand corner, if you're using WP Bakery Page Builder. And then we can preview this page and see how it works. So let's go ahead. And the other thing is, too, we can look at the mobile version to see what it looks like, the tablet version. It's the other thing I like, because when you build something, you want to build it so it's adaptable to everything. So we're going to save this, and we're going to check out this page real quick. So we'll check out the page, see how it looks, and we're going to click on this because we just added that link in there. And bam, it goes to this page and then has a nice pop-up to allow you to leave a review. So this is the way it looks. It'll pop up if somebody's logged in. Most mobile phones are already logged into Gmail, even whether it's an iPhone or Android. So basically you just click like this, say great job or whatever, and hit post, and it's as simple as that. So that's all it takes to do that pop-up. And so now let's link the other sad face to a form. So basically we're using contact form 7. So we'll go into contact forms. For time's sake, basically I just already created the form. We'll go in here and show you what it looks like. We have it under experience form. Here's your form fields. Basically it's going to look something similar to this right here. So we want to create a page that has this form into it. Kind of basically what we did before. So we go in here, we've got our form fields, name, email. Maybe what I'll do here is add in a phone number, because you'd probably want to allow the business to contact them via phone. And so we'll just go in here and put phone. I'm just going to highlight here, and then I don't like using the Tele app because it gets messed up. I like using the text box for everything and just labeling it what we want to. So the value is phone. We want to check placeholder, so it puts it in there. And we don't need to require it because maybe they don't want to be called back. Maybe they just kind of those that like to leave bad reviews and hide behind their computer, but we'll require the email. So we've got name, email, phone, tell us what happened. How can we make it right? So we're going to save that. And then the one field that we're going to add into the mail section that auto responds and comes back, basically we've got review submissions or submission. Review submission. Yeah, I guess that would be an S in there. So we'll leave that negative review submission as that. And it's just basically, we need to put this in here so it gets rid of that valid deal. So you got to put those in. And then we're just going to add another box down here, another field for phone, and then we know that it was 347 that we just put in. So the way you would see that is just go back into the form. We created this placeholder form text 347, so it's there. We've got everything in there, and we're just going to save that. So how do we go in and create this basically this experience form page? Well, we've got the short code right here, basically. So we're going to create a new page. So we're going to go ahead and say add new. And really, we could almost go into the other page that we just built and just say all pages. So I've got a plugin here. It clones the page. It doesn't copy the page. It clones it. So I'm just going to clone experience, the one we just built, and you'll see it go into draft format. If you want this plugin, just leave a comment below in the comment section, and I'll help you with that. So we're going to go ahead and edit this page, and we're going to call this the experience form first. We're going to title it so it matches the particular page that we're doing. And so we're going to call this experience form. And let's go ahead and put this into the URL, or what we call the slug. I'm going to save this right now. And then we're going to go into the front end editor, basically the WP Bakery page builder, and we're going to set it up and build it in there. So we'll get into this. So we're in the page that we just cloned, or just built and just cloned. But the biggest thing is we just want to change this title. And we want to make this, we strive for 100% customer satisfaction. If we fell short, tell us why. So we're going to save that. We want that centered. I'm going to save it again. It's centered now. And then we're just going to close that. So there's our heading. And we don't need a double column here. So I'm going to get rid of this, because what we're going to do here is basically put our form in there. So let's get rid of that. Had a good experience. We don't need that. And we'll make sure that we get rid of this particular column, because we want everything centered here. And I might even put a nice separator without text, just a regular separator. And that's what I like about this. It just allows different things. So we're going to do a border width and save that. So we got a nice line here. And then we're going to add our form under here. So we contact form 7 right here. So remember, the form that we created was experience form. It's right there. So there it is. I would like to have it centered, but this really makes it mobile friendly. And I'm not sure I want this text in here because it's already above. We can modify that really simply. But we're just going to publish this and see what it looks like on the mobile. So if we go here, remember, almost everybody is mobile friendly. So there it is. They just basically enter their information. And then we can go back. That's what it's going to look like on the desktop. We probably could do this in a 3-column and center this right here for the desktop users. But let's go back to the form and take out that text. So how would we do that? So basically, we're just going to go into the form builder. So we're going to edit this form. We had placeholder in here for these. You could leave the phone, name, email in there. That's fine. I just don't like the placeholder in those fields. So how do you do that? Basically, we're just going to get rid of this, and we're going to create a new, call this 69. We could have it required because we really want to know what they did wrong. And so we want the default value, but we don't need the placeholder text in the field. So we just say yes. And then before we do that, let's go and change this over here to make sure it brings us the right thing. So we just created 69. I don't see it, so let's go back. We might have to save this first. Text 69. Let's create these 2 placeholders here real quick. And then we'll do this one right here. Get rid of that. And that was how can we make it right? Usually they're going to say, give me a full discount. No, I'm just kidding. So that's 99. And the default value is that. Of course, I want this required too. We really want to hear from the consumer. So let's go over here. And we need to put in our text 69. I'm not sure why it's not going in. So the first one was here, 669, and this was 999. So we're going to save that. And there it is, 669 and 999. So I just had to save it. So if we go back to the form now that was over here, we could update this. And it should pull this text right out of here if we review this. So let's check out the page real quick. So let's refresh this page and see what it looks like now. We took all this text out because we don't really want it in there. We just want clean. Clean is everything. You could add a little spacing between this header, and the way we would do that, we would just go in here, basically add some another block in here, like a spacer of some sort. And that's the nice thing about this page builder. I mean, it just got everything. So just put 30 pixels. I'm going to save it. We're going to close it and just shifts it down a little bit. So we update it all. So really that is everything that you need, because we just captured the Google review on the positive one. I'll show you what the space looks like. So we captured that. We deflected any negative review, which is good, and we are able to put out the fire before it goes to Google, which is really good. And it's all on your website. You don't have to pay a monthly fee for it. So basically you could just keep this URL. Basically it's experience, I believe it's the page that we created. So you just have your url.com/experience, send it to them right away in a text message, that URL. They click on it, they get this mobile friendly page. They go there, they click on here, and they leave a good experience. So that's all there is to it. So if you're having any difficulties, leave your comments below. Click subscribe. I love to engage with you and help you out. So this is a great way to start 2019, boost your reviews, and really help your business and have control over your reviews and what's going on. So this is Jim Paar, jimpar.com. That's P-A-A-R. I have a full course below. Click the link. It's a course online. What I do right here, that I make 7 figures a year doing this business. So if you want to be a part of the 31 companies that I created last year that with no experience, because none of these people had experience, or you're a business owner and you want to help market your business, or you got somebody in-house, click on the link below. You can join the academy and be a part of that program, and you can learn a lot of this stuff, how it's done. And not only that, you're a part of an inner circle, you're part of a mastermind, you can ask questions. So I appreciate you this year. Use this tactic and you will love it. So thanks for watching, and please share this with all your friends and to help them out also.